Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Ayakashi Koigikyoku, and we are starting our last route! Yeah! Are you happy? I'm kind of happy, not gonna lie. It's not a bad game. It's not bad. I enjoyed Keisuke's route, and I love Keisuke and Kosei. They're my favorite, my beautiful boys. But it is kind of hard reading this sometimes, because the translation is bad. So, you know, so sometimes it gets to the point where I'm like, oh, we get to play this? I gotta record this one. Oh, and I don't think it's because I don't enjoy the game. It's just because I don't enjoy the translation. It hurts, so, but we'll see. We'll see how Akito's route goes. I'm sure chapter 1 will be god-awful, because chapter 1 is always terrible, but anyway. Now that we do know the whole backstory, pretty much from Keisuke's route, I'm interested in what's going to be slightly different in this. Like, do we have additional information? You know what I mean? Or it's just... Because this is supposed to be like the canon route, so I don't know how this is going to be... You know, usually if there's a canon route and there's like a suggested route order, it's because each one reveals a little bit more. But I feel like we kind of knew... We knew there was a fox trapped in our Magatama. We knew that the Yin Yang Master that trapped him was in love with him. We kind of saw basically most of it in Keisuke's route. So I'm kind of curious could possibly come out in this one that we don't know. Maybe something I forgot. I don't know. Anyway, the day after the live concert, it was my first day as an assistant manager. See, I fixed that already for you because that is a goddamn awful sentence right there. As my cousin Takashi was saying, I started with tidying the messy office. Okay, so basically as Takashi directed, I started with tidying the office space. Okay. So, it was true. My cousin wasn't a messy person, but there were piles of paper on his desk. There must be so many job offers coming. It's chaos. The schedule for the members were filled with arrows and additional notes. I have to rewrite everything in order to understand which schedule belongs where. The door opened when I started writing down all the schedules in order on another board. Good morning. You're fast. Good morning. It's the first day today. I'll try my best to work today. I'll try my best from now on. Whatever. That's not something we normally would say. We'd be like, I'll do my best. We wouldn't say from today forward or starting today or on today. You know what I mean? We don't say things like that, so it's awkward when they translate it directly like that. Anyway. Finally, I can rely on someone. I have some meetings at the studio. Can you manage the interview at the office in the afternoon? The background info is in this file over here. Woo! Thunderstorms, I'm so fucking excited! Okay, got it. I took the file and sent my cousin out of the office. When he left, Yuki came in. Good morning! I woke up early today! All the members live in the apartment near the office. His curly, soft hair is even more curly than before. Good morning. You have some bed hair still. Oh, really? This part's always tricky. I can't control it in the morning. He taps and tries to fix his hair. The expression he has was like a big, sweet dog. When I laughed, he started smiling. Okay, so far there are some awkwardness. It's not actually as terrible as some of the other chapter ones, I'll be honest. I'm glad you came. I know you said you'd be our manager, but Akito said you might not show up. I said you were going to come. To run away? I took a job. I wouldn't do that. When I said it straightforward, Yuki jumped with joy. I'm glad you're a person like I imagined. I don't know how to reciprocate when he's behaving so sweet. I can't believe it. Oh, I don't know how to reciprocate when he's behaving so sweet. I can't believe Akito thought I would run away. It's supposed to be 2 sentences, but it's not, and there's punctuation in weird places. I have most of my work with Akito. I checked the schedule for Akito again to be sure. It's daunting, but I've worked as an assistant manager at a restaurant before, so I have some scheduled management experience from before. Okay, that makes more sense. Well, the only problem is, what happened to him? If the person himself isn't here, I can't manage anything for him. We have a meeting this afternoon. I tried calling him on the phone, but he's not answering. The first thing they have is an interview for a Visual K magazine with all the members. Everyone else is here, but only lead guitarist Akito doesn't show up. Maybe Akito's still sleeping. What? That shouldn't happen. That's just causing trouble. Even as a popular musician, it's unacceptable. To be on time for a job is a minimum requirement. I'm sorry. Akito isn't a responsible Akito isn't an irresponsible person. He's just weak in the morning because he's purebred. Purebred? What does that mean? When Yuki smiled and said this, Kasumi coughed on purpose to stop him talking. I'm sorry, but could you go wake my brother up? We'll answer the interview first and let Akito have his interview at the end. And then I'll be able to make it. Kasumi quietly put the key of Akito's room in my hand. What? Me? Even if I go, would he wake up? Akito seems like he was glaring at me. Really? Can I enter his house without permission? Keisuke smirked when I started to fluster. Well, of course it'll be a problem if a girl enters his room all of a sudden. But she's our manager. I'm not doing his voice right? I don't know anyway. Also, that's the manager's job, right? I've nothing to say back. It's a job. I can't just pick the tasks that I like all the time. As long as I took the job, I don't want to be irresponsible. Okay, I'll go. I'll make a transcription of the recording, so please give me the recorded file later. I hand them the voice recorder on the table and the paper with lists of questions for the interview. Be careful! I felt an anxiety with what Yuki said when I was leaving. I went to Foxier's apartment. Building. It's not really their apartment. We know this, but... Looking for their apartment with a map that was left in the office. It should be this way. It becomes a residential area all of a sudden by going further out from the major station area. There's a designer brand apartment stood on the street with some tall trees all lined up. There wasn't tall in there, but I read it anyway. Wow. Doesn't this look like the apartment building in Color X Malice? Looks like the background. That's what it reminds me of. I don't know. That is that coming? Is that August? Coming out soon, maybe? I think it is. Oh, that'll be exciting. I can't remember anything from I can remember some stuff from the first one, but... designed to use flare-faced concrete, but there's some foliage plants that don't look artificial. What? Behind that elegant glass wall, there's an elevator hall made with obsidian. It's a fancy apartment. I don't see many people living here. I mean, I heard that it's also a studio inside their place, but I'm surprised there's only one apartment in each floor. Damn, that's fancy. Is it only for Foxier to live in? I can't just wander around like this. I have to wake Akito and be at the interview on time. Like, they got fancy-ass penthouse building. I prepared myself for a second and pushed the intercom for Akito's room. Nothing. I called so many times and he didn't wake up. I'd be more surprised if he wakes up with the intercom. I'm coming in! It doesn't seem like there's someone else there. I murmured unknowingly and entered the entrance. I couldn't find anyone sitting in the concierge room. Maybe the caretaker isn't around every day. I'm so nervous. I insert the key and turn the doorknob. It's weird because some of them, they show this little entrance. In some of the paths, and in some of them it's just like straight up like a hallway outside. Strange. Just realized that. Akito? Hey, we have an interview scheduled first thing this afternoon. I tried calling him from the entrance and he's still silent. At the entrance, there are big leather shoes on the side lined up. Maybe he's scrupulous. Oh well. I left my shoes next to his and carefully entered. Here? There's a living room if I go in straight, so I open the door on the left. That's not the room. It's a study room. It's filled with books everywhere. Also, there were some scrolls on one side. That's unexpected. He likes history. I felt the Magatama start to tremble a little. I looked down at my necklace. Because it said the, and I was like, where? And I was like, it's probably my imagination. I'm curious, but I can't just go around and browse things in other people's houses. I closed the door gently and opened the door on the other side. Oh, now we go in his bedroom. Akito? It must be light shield curtains that he uses, so room darkening shades. Okay. It's dark, even during the daytime, and just very little light is coming in from the bottom of the curtain. There he is. Akito's bed is on one side of the big room. Akito, please wake up. It's past noon. You have to be at an interview, otherwise the photographer's schedule will be pushed back too. Yeah. Even if I try waking him up, he only moves a little and goes back to sleep. Jesus Christ. Is he a teenager? What the fuck? I can't, even now, if I went to bed at like 3 o'clock in the morning, I can't sleep till noon. 10 o'clock is usually my like, fuck, I need to get up. Like, I could sleep till 10, but I could not sleep till noon. Like, not anymore. He doesn't seem like he's gonna wake up. Use the alarm clock, open the curtain, shake him. He just wants us to touch him, that's all. Yeah. Akito, please wake up. When I start to shake him, he was only moving a little bit in his sleep. Maybe he might wake up if I open the curtain. I open the light shield curtain aggressively so that it's blocking the morning sunlight. I like how it actually opened the curtains in the back. It's too bright. The sunlight that's beaming into the penthouse is breathlessly beautiful than what I would normally see in the morning. He's going to wake up if it's bright like this. I expected him to be awake, but he was turning away from the window. What should I do? I was just standing in front of Akito, who didn't wake up from his deep sleep. What should I do? Oh, Akito dropped his coverlet. Or blanket, okay. I tried to pick up the blanket and cover him. I'm supposed to wake him up, but I'll be a bad manager if he gets cold. In that moment, I hope he doesn't sleep naked. Akito pulled the cover that I was holding. Oh, God. In that moment, I was like, oh, fuck, I know exactly where this is going. He grabs the blanket, pulls her. You knew it was going to happen. You knew. Absolutely knew this was going to fucking happen. The second. I should have seen it coming beforehand. I really should have. We have to go wake him up. This is going to end up being one of those instances where, oh, why am I in bed with you? You knew it. But, here you go. What? I fell and was caught with the coverlet. Huh? Akito, what? I was trying to get up, but Akito was holding the cover with me inside, and he didn't let me go. Let me go, Akito! The more I move to get out, the more I get tangled. Shut up. Doesn't seem like Akito is going to wake up anytime soon. Also, doesn't seem that he realizes that there's somebody in bed with him if he's telling someone to shut up. Does this happen often, Akito, or are you just so secretly in love with me you imagine sleeping with me all the time? I was frowning and I grabbed the coverlet closer. Maybe he's a little bit cold. Also, his body is cold too. I started to worry about him when I felt Akito's body heat. Then I came back to my senses. Oh my. I started to panic. When I realized the situation, I completely forgot that I was with a guy lying on the bed. I jumped and pushed Akito's face at once. What? Akito was groaning and with his head bent backwards. I'm so sorry. I thought he might be hurt, so I apologized. He seems like he's in a bad mood. Akito's head banged at my forehead. Ow! What the? He must be really insensitive when he's asleep. I can't move even more. I was even more baffled, in the bed all tangled. He's a cool guitarist from the popular Visual K band, and I'm right in front where we can touch each other nose to nose. I'm right in front of him where we can touch each other nose to nose. Okay. He's got a chiseled face, and he has fair skin too. I was just like, oh my god, no. He's actually kind of hot when he's sleeping. I just remembered what Yuki had said. Maybe he's from a rich family. That wouldn't sound too awkward. Well, there's an elegance in the way his face is structured, especially when he's asleep. Like, now she's like daydreamingly like ogling him. This is great. When he was awake, he looked at me repugnantly. All his expressions were quite bad that I didn't realize. I don't know why, but I felt comfortable and had a sense of security. I felt comfort and a sense of security. That makes more sense. Okay. It seems to be breathed in? Okay. I think I've seen this before. He looks so innocent when he sleeps. I had my hands sucked to touch the fair skin he has. I had my hands sucked to touch... Okay. I don't know what... Hey. I was gazing at his sleeping face and I didn't realize the sound I heard was him talking. When I touched even more, the other side of his cheek was moving too. Shit! You don't notice that you're touching him and he's awake? Hey, what are you doing here? What? I may have thought he was a figurine because he was still asleep. I couldn't move all of a sudden when he started to talk to me. I'm sorry. When I apologized, I banged my head to his. Ow, what the hell? What are you doing in my bed? I'm sorry, but Akito, you don't wake up at all, and we have work. I came here as a manager. I'm here to wake you up. I was screaming with my pain in my head. Work? When Akito looked at the clock, his expression was frozen. Akito got up all of a sudden. When I fell from the bed, his upper body was shown. Oh. Ow! When Akito stood up, he pushed me away on the ground. He ignored me and tried to leave. Damn comma-shaped bead! Akito thinks all these curses by the Magatama. Okay, he throws curses at the I don't know, he's cursing at it anyway. Huh? Comma-shaped bead? Akito was blowing up because of the comma-shaped bead during the live concert. Oh, Akito was blown up because of the comma-shaped bead during the... Okay. Because of that, I think he's really sensitive of the Magatama. Maybe it caused him such a damage, he wasn't able to get up this morning. Okay, maybe it caused him so much pain or something, like injured him so he wasn't able to get up this morning. Okay, that makes more sense. Get out! What? Maybe it's because of the Magatama, and I'll apologize for that, but you have to be there for work. Shut up! I'm gonna change for work. You can watch if you want. What? I realized after Akito said, right, you wanna watch, huh? You're the kind of girl who's gets guys into bed when you see your opportunity. You're the one who pulled me into bed, first of all. This is amazing. I love this. All right, this is actually probably one of the best first chapters we've ever had. It's fucking hilarious. And it's actually not terribly translated, so... okay. What? What are you? You're the one who pulled me into that coverlet, not me! Damn, such a bad morning. How can you say that to me? I was trying to wake you up. With Akito's terrible attitude, I was stunned and couldn't say a word. He starts getting undressed, and you're like, I'm gonna leave now. Just for that, I would stay. I'd be like, what? Who do you think's uncomfortable, me or you? Definitely me, but maybe a little bit you. Who knows? His sleeping face was perfect and beautiful, and the moment he's awake, he behaves like this. You took advantage of me and touched me, remember? I'm sorry. You had such beautiful skin. That's it? You were admiring me? Human women are easy. Akito grabbed me close and smirked. Made me upset, but I needed to calm myself down. You know, it would be really rude, not just to me, but to any of the fans. You know, it'd be really rude, not just to me, but any of the fans you have. Okay, anyway. He didn't expect that I would say something back to him. Akito sharply looked down at me. Okay, there are some awkward sentences, I'm not gonna lie, but... I don't know if that's a plane or that is just like the longest rumble of thunder ever. Holy crap. He seemed really happy singing during the concert. He also seemed really happy to hear fans calling him. I guess that feeling he showed wasn't a lie. I could even find a passion for music. That's why I was even more mad with his attitude. What do you know about it? Get out. Akito looked away immediately, took off the hand from my face that was bringing it close to his. I'll be waiting in front of the room. I left the room immediately. I mean, he's already basically dressed, so... We returned to the office after Akito prepared immediately. Everyone else's interviews must be done by now, so please take Akito's while we're moving. There was no reply, but he probably understood. Oh my, I don't know whether I would be able to work well with him. I don't know why I was gazing at him for a little while, but I felt nostalgic. I grabbed the necklace again. I may be wrong, but when I grabbed the Magatama, it felt slightly warm. It was a decently long first chapter. I mean, we've had them to be, 15, 20 minutes, roughly. When I went back to the office with Akito, the other members had finished, and they had recorded the interview on a recording device. Phew, we're gonna be okay. I'm so relieved now. They passed me a recording device. Next job is? So the interview was obviously like, they gave them questions, and then they answer the questions, and they, where they'll splice it together. It's not like an actual in-person interview. So, Akito has a photo shoot. Kasumi is working on comments for the magazine. Yuki is going to work on a composition. Kosei has a TV ad shooting, and Keisuke has paperwork. Wow, Keisuke's life sucks. Wow, he did it! Yuki started clapping after he saw me and Akito. Are you okay? Akito has a bad temper when he wakes up. He didn't wrong at you? He didn't yell at you, yeah? Huh? Yuki probably meant to say Akito might be aggressive. I felt awkward when he reminds me of what happened this morning. In the bed? He dragged me into bed with him. It was assault. No. And then I gave him a pepper, and it was sexy. Just kidding. Really? Akito glared at me. It's difficult to say that he was half naked and I was in his arms in the bed. Why does he look at me like it's my fault? If he was half naked, he was definitely wearing a shirt. Was he pantsless? Because he was not half naked. He was well, I mean, if he sleeps in his underwear and a tank top, it's kind of, I guess, but oh my god, we saw his knees! Anyway. Why does he look at me like it's my fault? I held myself back from telling them what happened because Akito gave me a look. Maybe we looked too awkward. Kasumi started to talk with Akito. Are you feeling better, Akito? Yeah, it's not that bad. So the Magatama really did affect Akito. Kasumi looked worried for Akito. You shouldn't push yourself much, but please don't sleep in like today. Akito didn't have any changes in his expression when his brother talked to him, but when Keisuke said it, he pulled a frowning face. I know. I didn't know whether he's the eldest or his carefree attitude. Keisuke seems like he's an older brother to everyone. My cousin entered after his phone call. Ah, good. You woke up, Akito. You're gonna make it to the photo shoot, too. Hey, it's a new task for you. It's a photo shoot. I've called the cab. It's waiting for you guys. Okay. After Takashi told me, I grabbed a paper and prepared to leave the office. I'm gonna head for the TV ad shooting. I'll take you by car, Kosei. Akito and I left the office right after Kosei and my cousin left the office. Bright light, reflector, and lots of equipment for the camera. I was overwhelmed by everything. And also with... Okay, can you look over there? Good. Look up next. Akito followed the instructions and changed the pose one after another. Akito is known as provocative and sexy. It's amazing. I know he's got a certain atmosphere that makes him stand out from usual, but when there's a camera, he's even better. He dazzles people's eyes. It's not about whether you like it or not anymore. It must be natural charm. His red eyes that beamed out the allurement contrast to his fine white skin that's exposed. I can understand why girls love him. Okay, let's take a break. The photographer started clapping to get the staff's attention to give out some instructions. Is it a break already? The photo shoot started only 30 minutes ago, and it was too early for a break. Akito seemed unsatisfied. The photographer noticed Akito's facial expression and started talking to him. I don't know how to say this, but it's a bit different from what I've imagined. Huh. I was very much into Akito for a photo shoot. I was taken back by I was very much into Akito during the photo shoot. I was taken back to reality with the photographer's comments. You know, our theme this time is a gap within you. Usually Akito's also nice, but it's the stuff that people see all the time. Akito frowned after the photographer told him, I don't get what they're saying either, so it's okay, Akito. Akito went to the dressing room, wiping the sweat with a towel that's handed by the staff. Gap within you. There's no theme like that in the paper. I don't know whether it was a misunderstanding on our side or the client. At this point, it wasn't a problem anymore. Oh, I have to apologize at least. I chased Akito to the dressing room. I knocked on the door to enter the dressing room. Akito was drinking water in front of the mirror with the towel covering his head. He probably noticed the door sound. He immediately looked at me. I'm sorry, there was nothing mentioned on the paper about the theme. That's why... That's not the issue anymore. We just found out about this right now, and I just have to work on this properly. That'll be working as a professional. Oh. I was worried about getting him upset, but it wasn't a big issue for Akito. Although, Akito was thinking very hard about something. What could be the unusual gap for me? What do they mean by a gap within you? Like a hole, something missing in you? Is that what they're trying to say? Like, because if you think about something missing in you, it's always like there's a hole inside of me where something is missing. I guess that's what they mean, but it's just where the translation is awkward, right? Akito started thinking and mumbling in front of the mirror. That would be... I was wondering about it for a bit and mentioned what I had in mind, honestly. Your attitude towards work? An exact situation like this. I've never imagined you to be this focused. I'm surprised. When I complimented him, Akito started to turn red and looked away. Aww. It's kind of cute when the angry one blushes, isn't it? What? This doesn't sound like you. Oh, that's it. This is called a gap? He started mumbling again and sat in front of the mirror. I thought he was going to start to yell at me for this. I was relieved about his attitude. The staff started to call him for the next round. I don't know. Hi guys, are you ready for the next round, Akito? Yes, he's ready. Akito stood up with the staff called to him. He looked concerned, so I tried to talk to him. I didn't know how to say this. I started to understand after I became a manager. My words made him suspicious, and he flipped over. I think you're attractive on both you being on the stage and the casual side of you. I was getting troubled putting all the words together. Akito started to think about it for a second. He grabbed my arm all of a sudden and takes me, or grabs me? I don't know. Anyway, wow. Come, you're gonna help me. Huh? What am I gonna help you with? There were so many staff around that they were around and they are professional. What does he ask me to do? I was being dragged by him. Okay, now this chapter is really awkwardly written, but they wanted to start over, so the studio setting has been put back to the beginning. Okay, let's start from the beginning. We're gonna pick up the costume. When the photographer started to give a direction to the stylist, Akito stopped with a serious face. I'm sorry, I know you've prepared a costume for me, but is it possible to take a photo with my own clothes today? Your own clothing? With Akito's words, everyone started talking. What are you saying, Akito? First of all, he's like, hello, this is what I always wear. I never wear anything else. If it's the gap within me, can I show the usual lifestyle myself? You think we can try that? The photographer was thinking very seriously after Akito suggested it. After Akito's suggestion, it suddenly became a very serious mood in the studio as time passed. What should I do? If we drag out time here, it's not going to finish. I should probably apologize for Akito's behavior as a manager in this case. I tried to take out my voice, or I tried to open my mouth, basically. Excuse me. Oh, okay, alright then. Let's go with your idea. Thank you. I didn't need to worry about a thing. The photographer started preparing in a better mood for the photo shoot. Well, why don't you get changed to your usual clothing? I'm gonna get changed right away. Let's go. Akito was leaving to get changed when he also grabbed my arm and dragged me to the dressing room. What is all this? He started to take his top off when I started to complain. Oh, wait! His upper body was naked, and I was so surprised. I tried looking away immediately. I like it to actually, his upper body was all naked. His upper body is all naked! Girl, his shirt is always, like, open, so you can pretty much see half of him anyway, so it's not like, why are you changing right now? Huh? Everyone's waiting for me. I have to change quickly, wouldn't I? He changed it immediately and started putting on the accessories. Can you put this one on me? Sure. He looks so angry. I tried putting on the necklace from behind. It's way too close. Akito's skin is so smooth and beautiful. Even comparing it to women, he seems perfectly beautiful. When I looked up, Akito looked at him. When I looked up, Akito was looking at me, I'm assuming is what I meant. He probably felt someone watching him. He started to smirk. I'm sorry. He's like, yeah, I like it when you look at me. When I realized that he recognized I was watching him, I started panicking. I started to move away from him fast, but he grabbed my arm again. Hey! Why don't you start being in love with me and give me that Magatama? And then you don't have to work this job you don't want to do. No, that's different. Now let go of my arm. Really? Okay. Just don't concentrate on me all the time. Work as a manager for the photo shoot. Akito grinned and left the dressing room. I tried to hide my face, turning red, and followed Akito quickly. He's like, why don't you just fall in love with me? Fine. So it's actually kind of funny, because everyone else is like, they're trying to gain your trust, but they're actually nice. And he's just like, why don't you just fall in love with me and give me the necklace already? Like, that's what I'm going to try to make you do. And then, like, you're going to fall in love with him and be like, oh, it's just a trick. He's like, it was just a trick, but I'm totally in love with you. Like, he's going to be the one. He's like, he thinks he's trapping us, and then he's going to be the one trapped by loving us. It's going to be amazing. Okay, look this way. Multiple clicking sounds echo through the studio. It's looking great. It looks like we can feel you closer. Feel you closer? Closer, well. The photographer seemed happy to be shooting Akito. Wow, I can't read. I really wanted to see the usual lifestyle of visual K-Prince, because you're beautifully dressed. Apparently it's not as bad. I think all the women staff are into Akito now. It seems like they can't take their eyes off Akito. Everyone seems to can't take off their eyes on Akito. That's what that says. Wow. What's... That is not Akito. What is... Anyway. We'll come back again while I was busy monitoring the other staff. Well, okay. When he came over, I handed... So I think that's supposed to say Akito came back again when I was busy monitoring the other staff. When he came over, I handed him water and a towel. Okay. It seems like everyone was happy about this. At first, I thought there would be some trouble. Taken in the amateur's opinion, I was able to make a gap between the professional... I don't understand that. Okay. Amateur? Using private clothes are Akito's idea anyway. What on earth is he on about? What? You got any complaints? Took your advice. Oh, really? I didn't know that my advice had been taken in. Well, even a traitor like you, there's some places we can use. You should be happy about that. Some ideas, I'm assuming. Huh? Traitor? I just couldn't understand what Akito was saying, girl. You and me both. Why did he call me a traitor? There's so many things that I don't understand. Why is he so obsessed about the Magatama? That's true. It's really hard when you first open. You're like, why am I a traitor? I'm like, well, obviously because you... Oh, right. We don't know this shit yet. Like, I always forget that we don't know the truth when we start because we've played so many routes. And I'm like, he's calling you a traitor because you're the descendant of the yin yang. Right, we don't know that yet. You have no clue. The purebred. He's a purebred. What? Goddamn humans, huh? You're a traitor. What the hell? What kind of crack are you on? Next round coming up, Akito. Even though I wanted to ask, the time for the schedule is already pushing. It wasn't a situation to ask about anything. I quickly made an adjustment on his collar when the staff was calling him. Oh, wait a second. Your collar's not positioned right. When I'm making up his collar so that the collarbone and accessories look beautiful, I realized that Akito was watching me. We're like touching him and fixing him, and he's like, I like the way you touch me. What is it now? Nothing. For work that you're forced to do, you seem eager to do it. Perhaps he's complimenting me. I thought you were going to be angry because you weren't notified about the theme. You work so seriously. I didn't know you were that sincere about work. When I said it honestly, Akito's face turned eloquent. His face turned eloquent. That's the first time I've ever heard anyone's face turn eloquent. I'm a professional. Don't underestimate me. He smiled mischievously and returned to shooting. Huh. He smiled. I don't think I've seen Akito smile like that before. Even in the photograph or during the concert, he only shows a little bit of a smile. This is new to him to smile like that to others. Okay, why don't you sit here next? Good, good. And that's a relaxing smile you got. You're starting to understand the theme now. I didn't know he could do such an innocent face. The photographer started to compliment Akito. He pulled a strange look on her face. It was unexpected. Oh, so the photographers are her. Okay, we should have known this, but... He turned the usual provocative way of look the next moment. Perhaps he's forcing himself to act a certain way. I started to think of such things. And that's it for today. Good job, Akito. You've got to change her voice because she's supposed to be a lady. Anyway, after checking the photo, there was a good photo with him laughing naturally. It was selected as a cover page. Hey, we're leaving. I'll do the rest of the work at the office. I'm hungry. When I was cleaning up, Akito talked to me from behind. Yeah, sure. I put the luggage together now. Can you wait a little? I put all the luggage together. Akito was watching me preparing the luggage. Like our bags and shit. So it's just weird they call it luggage, but like, I know. It's kind of awkward. Maybe I should interact with him more. Akito, what kind of food do you like? It's an easy topic to talk about, right? What? My favorite food? Why are you asking that right now? I made him angry again. Oh, as a manager, I thought I should know more about you. Yakiniku? Yakiniku. I want to eat yakiniku. Yakiniku has stamina, and the taste of yakiniku is deeply... Since Akito talks about the Korean barbecue so seriously, I started to grin a little. Then Akito looked at me, wondering. I quickly stopped grinning. I'm sorry, we talked about food too much. I'm getting hungry. I grabbed the baggage and headed to the office with Akito. Woo! Thunder! When we returned to the office, neither my cousin nor the other members were there. It's getting deeper into the night. Maybe the recording is taking long. While I was preparing for the interview for tomorrow, Akito talked to me bluntly. After you put the interview materials, you don't have to stay. Go home. Akito was trying to make me go away as soon as possible. Don't say that. I'd like to finish my work properly. Even though Akito doesn't like this, it's a job. I can't just leave because he told me to. I think he was actually trying to be nice, like, you don't have to stay, you can go. Although I said it with such a thought, Akito pulled a dubious expression. What? I could do this kind of work by myself. For me, I have to send you home or the station if you stay longer. It's even more work for me. So go home. What? The way he's saying is not kind at all, but what he meant is very gentlemanlike. Well, okay then. This is the paperwork. Thank you. Yeah, because he's basically like, if you don't leave now, I'm going to have to walk you home or to the station, and that's troublesome for me, so go home now. Like, he's like, it'd be a problem for me to have to escort you. God. Even though he would probably willingly do it because he's secretly in love with us. He just doesn't want to admit it. When I put the file on the desk, Akito started to skim through. He seems to be in serious mode now. I'll see you tomorrow. I didn't want to disturb Akito's concentration, so I left the office quietly. I'm really, really tired, but I don't have a heavy feeling for work tomorrow. It's a very clear sky at night and the stars were sparkling. The summer season came. It was several weeks after I became a manager. I can't say that the relationship between Akito and I is good, but he's unfriendly as usual, though I feel that the amount he talks to me has increased than before. I bought honey for your throat. I'll put 1 scoop here. What? Okay. When I said so, Akito looked surprised and nodded afterward. Maybe he meant to say thank you. That's probably what he meant to say. Akito caught a glimpse of me and quickly shook his head. Because, like, look, we did something nice. Here's something. And he's like, well, oh, fine. Okay, Look, he's awkwardly blushing. I love it. He acts tough. He's such a fucking marshmallow. Surely I just looked at the Magatama. The Magatama didn't react since then. Well, nothing happened until that day I met the members. Maybe they'll talk to me more about that someday. Akito elaborated on the lyrics that he'll be recording soon. He often says human beings and whatnot, but he seems like there's some messages he wants to deliver to the fans. Oh, the water in the humidifier is gone already. We prepared humidifiers around the office for the members to be in good condition. If I don't do it quickly, they're going to say something. I put some water in the bottle for the humidifier. I twist the tap at the sink in a hurry. Wait, that's the hot water. Ow! Although I pulled my hand from the water, there was a little drop on my hand. Okay. Although Akito shouted at me, he pulled my arm to cool down with the cold water. There, you stupid! You should have a look at things properly. You human being. Stay still. Ow! He's irritated and he put my hand into water. Akito's hand also gets cold and red. Get off me! Of course we're going to say thank you. We're not an asshole. Thank you very much. When I said thank you, Akito started to frown. Well, I'm going to record now from now on. It's ridiculous if my manager isn't there. Even though he acts cranky, I feel a little kindness there. Contrary to my chilly hand, my heart was getting warm. I sometimes don't understand him. When I see the various aspects of Akito, I don't understand him more and more. Akito's part of recording for the new song went smoothly. For the concert, he does cheers on the spot and sings freely depending on how people react to the concert. The singing for a CD is another. Because it's what people listen to repeatedly, so they sing multiple times and join the best parts. He doesn't compromise, but that doesn't seem like he's going to do a useless recording multiple times. Akito enters for a little before the bridge of the song and sings until through the end. Lend me that. What's that? Akito's eyes were looking at the lemonade I talked about earlier. I quickly gave him the lemonade. For the moment he drank, he moved his eyebrows. I was anxious. I asked him timidly, You don't think honey goes well with this? From now on, make the stock of this. Make the stock of this? Wait. Or stock this. Keep stocking this, I'm assuming. Keep this in stock? Yeah, I guess that's what he means. With what Akito told me, I nodded with a smile. I was happy to be recognized that I did a good job. Sure, I'll make lots for you. When I showed him a smile for my joy, Akito sighed with an amicable face and talked to the staff nearby. Hey, can I come outside for a moment? I'm going to take her too. What? He was pointing at me with a thumb, saying that. When I realized he meant me, I raised my voice. Oh, there's a summer festival at the shrine nearby. Go ahead. We're having a break anyway. Summer festival? Why me? You can carry around my stuff for me. What? You got any complaints? He just wants to spend time with us. He's like, you can carry my bags. Okay, I guess. He's really just like, I just want to spend time with you. Akito says bluntly. Oh, that's right. I was surprised for a second. When I looked relieved, Akito looked into my face strangely. We're like, oh, whoo! You just want me to carry your stuff? And he's like, why are you not in love with me? What's wrong? I'll carry around your luggage. I'm confident with heavy stuff, so leave it to me. I was wondering, maybe he was planning something because of the Magatama, but if it's about his luggage, I guess it's okay. Yeah, you're a weirdo. Listening to what I said, Akito looked at me strangely and started to laugh a little. Akito took me to the shrine near the studio. It was still warm from during the day, even at night. It became a summery night these days. While still he made a sulky face, he answered me nicely. This one's awkward, but it doesn't need... I'm reading it kind of normally, like the way it's written, so it's awkward, but it so far has not been that bad. So maybe it's a good occasion to talk to him a little. It's going to get worse because I said that, right? Do you go to the summer festival every year? Yeah, well, it's a tradition, right? That's surprising. I used to go to the festival every year when I was little, but after I became an adult, I started not too much anymore. That just comes out weird. While I was talking about myself to Akito, I remembered my euphoria of going to the festival when I was little. In the past, I wore a yukata for the summer festival. Yukawa? It's yukata, dear. Even I know that. That was the only occasion to wear a yukata. You don't wear them anymore, do you? Yeah, I don't wear them much anymore. More like I don't know how to wear a yukata. That's how humans forget. Us along with the old culture and your sins. Even about the Magatama. What? The way Akito was saying it was very different from hatred, though he was saying in earlier days. He made a quiet sound to make me listen. Walking from the studio for about 20 minutes, there was an Inari shrine, god of agriculture shaped in a fox, was enshrined. There was an Inari shrine was enshrined. Okay, anyway, it seems like a calm and quiet place, but there were so many food stalls lined up. Many people from different age groups and genders came. Hey, you're supposed to carry around my stuff. Don't get lost and follow me. Desperately, I was chasing Akito in the crowd. It's good that Akito's appearance is eye-catching. Even in the crowd, it was easy to recognize Akito. That's the charm of Akito, a member of Foxier. I had a rough and crazy impression in the beginning, but especially when you look in the crowd, he stands out completely in style and appearances. Almost like an art piece. Even though I feel like I got used to him, he still has an appearance that your eyes can't take off. He still has an appearance so that you can't take your eyes off of him, basically. Okay, I'm hungry. I'm gonna buy yakitori and beer. You? I want a soda. They're selling them over there, so I'll go and get it. Wait a minute, you idiot. You stay here. Huh? Akito pressed baggage at me and to make me hold it and disappeared into the crowd. I'm supposed to be holding luggage for him and I'm waiting for him. I don't know if that's right. While I was waiting, I noticed that there were so many people going in and out wearing yukata. A cute couple who were about middle school students eating cotton candy together, or a girl about a high school student is having an apple candy that a boy got her. Aw, they're on a date. How cute. When I was looking at that sweet moment, someone tapped my shoulder suddenly. Oh, I'm sorry, Akito. I thought it was Akito. It was the strange guys who were standing right in front of me. Hey, you. You here alone? You stupid. When she looked around, she called a guy's name. Oh, really? You're lost then? Maybe you can hang out with us while you're looking for him. Is this what really fucking happens? Does this actually happen to people? Do you, go places and, a bunch of dudes, hey, baby, you want to hang with me, maybe? Jump on my dick later? What the fuck? That has never happened to me in my life. I guess I'm just a fucking troll. I don't know. I guess I just gotta be a cute girl in an Otome game. Look, the day that happens, I'll be like, oh my god, I'm in an Otome game. Where's my hot boyfriend? Is he the marshmallow? He's the glasses asshole? I hope he's the glasses asshole. It's he just acts like a dick, but he's really totally in love with you underneath. Yeah, that's what I want. Where's my marshmallow? That motherfucker better have glasses, though. Right. That's okay. I'm supposed to wait here. I didn't understand for a second whether they were trying to be nice or suspicious strangers, so I answered for now. Come on, babe. I refused, quite clear, but instead they grabbed my shoulders and didn't let go. Shh, computer, shush. Huh? What the hell? Leave me alone. It was when I tried to take the guy's arm off of my shoulder. Hey, you! What are you doing with my manager? When I looked at the voice that was familiar, there was Akito standing with cotton candy, yakitori, fried chicken, and a beer in his hand. I said I wanted a soda. I thought you were actually going to be nice and gentlemanly and get me a soda, but you didn't even get me a fucking soda. Dude, rude. But you got cotton candy and fried chicken. Who the hell's he? Akito! Get the hell out of my sight. I can't see the expression with the backlight, and it's not like he's done something, yet I feel goosebumps. I could almost feel an electric shock on my skin with his anger. It was as if I could see a will-o'-the-wisp. Oh my god! When the two men murmured, they ran away. Strangely enough, I didn't feel scared. I should probably feel dangerous. I should probably feel in danger. I don't know why. I felt like I was being attracted and watching Akito. I felt the heavy heartbeat, and also, Magatama started to tremble. What are you doing? Why don't you blast them away like you did with the Magatama? You can do that with human like that? What? You can do that with human like that? Oh, is he trying to say, like, you could do that to humans, too? Like, human likes that? I don't know. Akito told me, grumpy. Well, even if you say that... Why? Why is that a thing? Anyway, it never... Well, even if you say that, it never beamed anything until I met you. I don't understand the mechanism of it either. Akito was tut-tutting his tongue, then pushed something toward me. Cotton candy... Akito, are you a sweet tooth? What? You think I can eat that kind of thing? You're responsible for eating that. What? He was holding both beer and yakitori himself, so I'm not functioning at what he originally wanted me to be. Oh, he was holding both beer and yakitori by himself, so that I'm not functioning as what he originally wanted me to be. That's a weird way of saying he was holding all of his stuff, so I'm not holding his things for him like I should be. I'm not being useful. As I was reflecting on what I wasn't able to do as a job, Akito started to change the topic, or the way we were walking. It seems like I might be walking faster than before. Huh, hey, Akito! Both the store and the shrine are in the opposite direction. What? You mean I'm gonna make a visit? You mean I'm going to make a visit from them here? You mean I'm gonna make a visit from them here? Don't make me laugh. They should be the ones to visit me. From them? What on earth are you on about? This is a shrine dedicated for Inari, god of agriculture. The red entrance and the white statue of the fox is used as its symbol. Fox. Maybe it's related to fox ear members having fox ears on. Do you know someone who works here? Yeah, something like that. But it's not like I'm here to see his face today. Akito took me. It was the empty space behind the shrine. What is this place? It's really dark over here. Akito went silent and looked at the sky, sipping a beer. I wanted a soda and you got me cotton candy. It's not the same thing. Then, suddenly, a big sound echoed in the sky. But it was cute that he bought us cotton candy. Along with the sound, there was a big light of flower blossomed. I like that. Because firework is like literally fire flower, isn't it? Hanabi? It's not firework? But like, Hana is flower. So it's like flower fire or whatever. So, I mean, it's basically like, that's what fireworks are. It's kind of cute. So, yes. Oh, fireworks! How beautiful. Here was a red light flashing, and it turns to yellow light before it disappears. The next firework is a smiley mark. Smiley face. It's a hidden spot where you can see the fireworks well. I usually come with the members. Everyone's working apart this year. Is that so? I'm sorry. Akito murmured and was munching his yakitori and beer. Even though I was told I was taking her to hold his luggage, what I have in my hand is just fluffy, sweet cotton candy. I don't know if it's okay. When I put the cotton candy in my mouth, it dissolved well. Well, the fireworks shooting off one after another, dyeing the color of the white cotton candy in red and blue in various colors. Dyed the color of white cotton candy red, blue, and various colors. That's interesting. So, like, their cotton candy's white. Our cotton candy's always pink and blue. It's always pink and blue. It's like fucking weird if you got cotton candy and anything that wasn't pink and blue. You went and got cotton candy. Here's your cotton candy. Or at least just pink. You know what I mean? It's always pink. And then, like, sometimes pink and blue. You know what I mean? But, like, I don't think I've ever... I mean, obviously it's dyed. It's not... But, like just white cotton candy. What the fuck is that? That's weird. So unnatural. This cotton candy is delicious. Thank you. When I said that, Akito hugged me from behind. What? Akito? It's cold. Is it cold? When I touched the arm that was around me, he turned red and looked feverish. Are you drunk, Akito? I turned around and checked Akito. He had 1 beer! So adorable. Oh, wow. He's really close. I'm hugged, so it might be natural, but I was confused because our distance is very close. Maybe he's really tired because he's been concentrating. Maybe additional to him being drunk. I never heard from my cousin that he's weak on alcohol. Let's get back to the office, Akito. Shut up. I'm gonna cover your mouth so that you won't talk anymore. What? The moment Akito's lips are almost on top of mine, there was some smoke coming up. Akito? After the smoke is gone, the one I see in front of was... Gonna cover your mouth so you don't talk. 1 beer and he's drunk. How many beers did you have before? He, like, pounded a few. All right, now I can go back and deal with her, and now he should face. Like, how? That's fucking adorable. Unless their beer has a lot of fucking alcohol in it, I don't know. What? The ears? The tail? Akito followed me, looking surprised. Because he got a little drunk and in love with you. He's gonna kiss you. Akito, your ears, and you have a tail. Akito's grown fox ears on his head. And you're like, am I drunk? What was in this cotton candy? Oh my god, is this cotton crack? It's like a concert or a record jacket. They look like ear decoration. There's no appearance that he put such a thing. Is she trying to say, like, there's no, like, I didn't see him put them on? What? Ears and tail aren't that rare. While Akito smiled continuously, he started to put a weight on me. With a loud noise, the last fireworks started rising and ended with the sound, crackles, and sparks. Akito, wait a minute! Suddenly, Keisuke appeared in front of us, fluttering his long hair, and you're like laying there, Akito's on top of you, and you're like, what's happening? Huh? Keisuke, where did you... Keisuke was supposed to be at the shooting. How did he get here? You know this now, don't you? I'm the same as Akito. And you're like, you're also gonna get drunk and accost me? Because that's gonna be fucking weird. I can't fight you both off. In the darkness where the fireworks ended, Keisuke showed glowing orange eyes. What? Akito's still holding me around my neck. When I look at it into his face, Akito had the same glowing orange eyes like Keisuke, but with a more narrow pupil? With narrowed pupil? I don't know. What are you guys? Oh, and we have rising excitement or faint. Or we faint. Our ears and tails appear. So during the concert, we put on ears on purpose. You're putting them on purpose? During the concert, most likely we get overexcited. Especially Akito. I think it's funny. They're like, when we get really excited, it's like a fucking dog gets excited and its tail fucking wags. They're like, when we get really excited, our ears and tails pop out. And we're like, hi, oh my god. They're like fucking dogs. As Keisuke started talking, he took Akito away from me, like taking over a child. Akito seemed to be very drunk, which is funny because he had 1 beer. He was being playful and happy towards Keisuke. The fireworks are already finished. It's rare to be drunk like this for me. He must have something that makes him happy or very tired. Thanks to you, our identity as a fox has been exposed to others. Despite Keisuke's sounding appalled, he somehow knew this would happen. Fox, you guys are... Well, you've heard about the apparition of the fox. Akito is the heir of a prominent family among the foxes. He's been raised well. Hey, don't talk about my house. It's revolting. Well, there are many things pressuring for this guy, too. Akito looked even adorable with the tail being standing firmly. Well, hello, what? About this... Of course nobody knows except us, so please don't mention this to anyone. Otherwise... A drunk Akito started sleeping in Keisuke's hand. So, he's just passed out. His eyes shined yellow in the darkness of the night. Oh, My Magatama started to produce heat at the same time. The kama-shaped bead, it's shining again. I covered in both hands quickly, thinking something like last time would happen. It slowly made the light smaller. Right. It is hard to manage you as long as the Magatama's there, but just remember this. Oh, come on. I'm not going to say this to anyone. I'm supposed to be Foxier's manager. Also, no one would fucking believe me. I'd sound like a crazy person. And you could just say that I had cotton crack. Like, cotton crack candy, because I'm pretty sure this is cotton crack candy. It's spun cocaine on a stick, is what this is. I understood that I've been threatened by them, but I didn't particularly want to go against them. Also, when Keisuke threatens you, it's kind of sexy. He's like, so, like, I don't think you're going to want to tell anyone, otherwise... I'm not going to tell anyone. Otherwise, what? Are you going to kiss me? I'm going to go tell people. Huh? No. What? You're going to keep me your prisoner? I'll get in the cage for you. It's different if it's voluntary, okay? I'd rather want to protect them if they have a secret like this. What is this? I felt like this before, a long time ago. I felt nostalgic when I was thinking about protecting them. I was gazing and grabbing my Magatama. Keisuke narrowed his eyes to look when I grabbed the Magatama and gazing? What? Okay, I believe you. It seems like Akito's also quite into you. Well, I don't think so. When I shake both hands trying to deny it, Keisuke gently smiled. And I carry Akito again properly? Okay, I'm assuming he's carrying him, not us. In fact, in this place, it's our secret place. I guess Akito likes you if he brought you here. Huh? Also, Akito gave you cotton candy. He doesn't present things to women that easily. Oh, Akito. I was staring at the white cotton candy I got from Akito. I moved my eyes to Akito, who had been carried on Keisuke's shoulder. His sleeping face was calm and very beautiful. Chapter 4. Perfect time! Perfect time to end it. Okay, so anyway. Oh, the storm has passed. That's sad. I was hoping it would thunder more. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this part up here, and then we will continue and start in Chapter 4 in the next part. So it seems like he's being about average length for stuff, so. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.